'Cause I did some shit when I was drunk last night. I raised some hell, I posted bail, but I won't testify. It all went south. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, Definity, DEVVE, daCat update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below, super chats as well. There's quite a bit to go over. Let me go over and actually get this link over to a couple of peeps, and I'll have them go in and have them smash that like button as well. Let me get rid of you. Going into daCat over here. Oh my God, where is it? Going to talk up daCat tonight. Yeah. Okay. So we have a ton of stuff to go over here. Let's do what should we do here? Let's go over some Definity first, because there's not really a ton of news here. We'll go over and see what the buy volume is, and we'll go over and see. We're down about 3.2% today to about 2.8 cents. Be advised, a lot of times where we happen to have been under 3.5 cents, it usually was never for too long, but now that's kind of been the range for, I'm going to say, the past month. No, we're at 5.5 cents a month ago. It's been between 2.5 cents and about 3.9 cents for the last couple of weeks. I'm going to say like 2.5 weeks. That might be the new trading pattern. Again, well, I'll show you right there. Again, we're over at a little over 5 about a month ago. This is on the 1 month chart. 3 month, it gives us a little bit more of a story. We actually reached to 7 cents at one point. But if you go over to max, I mean, they've been around on Definity for about almost 3 years now. But on November of 23, about a year and a half ago, give or take, they're at about 4.5 cents. Actually, a little bit before then, but November 17th of 23, we're about 2.5 cents. We had gone up to about 6.5%, 7%, and then it's been trading sideways for about a year and a half. And now, obviously, the best time to get in would have been in like August of 22, when it was like less than 0.3 of 1 penny. That would have been the time. You'd be about 10x from there. But right now, I've been stacking for about the last year or so, give or take. And for Definity, again, this right now has oh my God, fully diluted $4.88 million market cap. Let's round that up to 4.9. You could round it up to $5 million market cap for all you want, for all I care. That is stupid undervalued, guys. They're making a lot of money. They're about to, this is stupid. Now, my goals, I think I posted this over on X saying what my goals are in order to acquire more OMI, DEVVE, Definity, daCat, etc. It is kind of meme coin season, so things can run relatively whenever they want, for next to no reason. Now, that being said, crypto's kind of been punished the last few days. So a little bit of, where was I? A little bit of background on the month of Febrero, that is February, in Spanish, in Espanol. Please don't deport me. I swear to God, I'm legal. We have got home safe, bacon. Okay, this is the, oh wow, I'm way too far from that. All right, some February Bitcoin stats. This is from my boy Will. You have, for the month of February, out of the last 14 years, 11 out of 14 of them were very positive for Bitcoin. The average gain is about 20%. All of the odd years have closed positive. The only times we were negative really were on even years. On the average date for the low of the month on positive months, which is most of them, it's within the first week. Most of the times it's day 6. 4 were on the first and 1 was on the second. Now for Bitcoin, I think that reigns true for this. Bitcoin was about, I think, 91. Yeah, we might have wicked down further. It says 92.8, but I think we did wick down further than that. Comment down below if I was wrong. So I think that was kind of the stake in the ground for the month of February. But even still, you do see a little bit of a downtrend. When does that let go? I have no idea. But again, has been meme coin season for quite a while. I don't know when alt season gets here, this is going to be something from my boy Jake. He's not really my boy. He's we've talked a couple times. Where did it go here? Where's the for altcoins? I'll show you a chart on all of the past Februarys from the last bull cycles. You take a look. You see February of, let's say, February 2017. In February, we were kind of at the bottom, and then boom. And then same thing in February of 2021. We're kind of at the bottom, and then boom. And now in February 2025, we're kind of at the bottom, and it seems like if history repeats a little bit, we're going to have a pretty good couple of months here. Do I know that's going to happen? No, but just based on the previous patterns, it seems like it might. So the goal right now would be for Definity, or to get new money coming in would go to DEVVE, most of it, just because they have that announcement that's coming soon. That announcement, I have no idea when that comes. We're, as a community, we're pretty sure we figured it out, and we're pretty sure DEVVE is going to announce NASDAQ. Is there any solid proof? No. Is there evidence that suggests that? Yes. And there's been videos. I did like a 2-hour podcast, 2.5-hour podcast with Believes Crypto the other day. We were both kind of in agreement that that's likely what it is. Unfortunately, nothing is official until the team comes out and says it. So as of right now, we are technically still in limbo. We have no idea. There's no proof of who the partner is, what type of partnership it is. But for DEVVE, we do believe that it is NASDAQ. And again, that is, I don't want to say complete guess. The evidence does seem to point that way, but we have no idea. They could not announce that for several months. I have no idea. I do know that they have a bunch of other littler announcements, smaller announcements, snack size announcements, if you will. And one of those was Will Stewart, who is he's been an advisor for a while, but now that he's on the board, he's got a ton of experience with raising like hundreds of millions of dollars for companies. And that's the type of person you want on the board in charge of raising funds. So that's such a bullish announcement. But that didn't seem to be priced in. I don't know if it went up after that announcement or not. The general trend, like today, we went down to like 90 something cents. So I think 4 or 5 months ago, you're at like 12 cents. We'd gone up to like $1.80, $1.90. And again, it got cut in half. We went down to like 93 cents this morning. I believe that in a couple of months, it'll probably be several dollars, but we'll see. Who is this? Base ETH. Okay. All right. Maybe I'll have to follow. I'll send a message to that guy. More on that later. So that's why any new money that I get is going to go to DEVVE, because I do think that kind of moons first. So I don't have a ton. I don't have as much as I would like. It is my third biggest bag. That doesn't mean much because but I do think that can become my first biggest bag in the next couple of months. Most likely that would be, I mean, if this goes to like $20, yeah, it'll be my biggest bag. And not only that, but it would be what do I do with those funds? What do I do with the profits? And again, even at $20, I wouldn't sell the whole thing. I would go on and say, you know what, 20 is great. And I'll sell maybe like 50K worth. And then I would go and put that into, I would say out of that 50K, 30K would go into OMI, 10K would go into Definity, 5K would go into daCat, and the other 5K I would just, for myself, like, give me some of that cheddar. And I think that does do that. Let's say it gets $20 by, let's say end of March. Let's say the end of Q1. And so, well, Chavez, you don't think OMI or Definity or daCat's going to go? Listen, anything can go up at any time. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, or at least not to you guys. But the odds of that going up, because it's proven that, hey, it has a strong community. It only has less than 10,000 holders, which is nuts. And And again, having less than 100 or like $100 million market cap for what it's doing, what it can do is insane. And again, because that announcement does seem like it'll be coming soon, I am pretty confident that it does move forward. But again, that's any new money that goes to there. Definity could take off, OMI could take off, daCat could take off, and you know what? Any of new money that I could have gone there and I didn't, I would have missed out. My bad. But I know a bunch of OMI stuff. Well, a bunch of VeVe stuff is happening, and it should affect the OMI price a little bit. Yeah, VeVeverse that's going to come out. Now, David made the statement on my stream a couple weeks ago saying that we're working really hard to try to get VeVeverse out in Q1. Now, this could suggest or confirm that it is not going to be ready in Q1, and maybe it's not ready until Q2. Fine, like we know it's coming. Then you have the affiliate marketing program. O'Malley the other day had said like, "Hey, it's January. You know, it's no longer January." Ben said January. Why don't we have it? You know, it's no longer January. And Ben had very calmly, very nicely commented like, "Listen, bro, no, he didn't say that. He just said, I actually said Q1, and we're still in Q1. Q1's not even halfway over yet. Oh, let's get in there. Even if for whatever reason stuff isn't built out, and you know they don't have much of the, even if it's Q2, but I let's say it's Q1. Let's say we get that in March. That's great. That'll bring more awareness to VeVe, which will in turn bring more awareness for the token. Same thing with Stacker. Stacker said the other day that they have in a couple weeks, they'll roll out a couple more IPs. What is that going to be? I think you can already do Cryptkins in there. You can already do a bunch of DC stuff in there. I don't know what the IPs are going to, you can already do Tokidoki. That's a pretty big license. Maybe MGM stuff, maybe like James Bond stuff. A dream would be Marvel and Disney. It would probably be Marvel. Marvel seems to let us do anything, like whatever we want. I would not expect Disney right away, if at all. They like money. They'll probably do it at some point. But I would suspect Marvel would be probably one of the first, maybe not the first license, but maybe one of them, just because that relationship seems super solid. And all of these three things, let's say they do take place in Q1. Let's say they all take place in March. Really bullish, a lot of good signs, but a lot of times, and I'll bring it back to many moons ago in November, December 2020, when the app launched. Yeah, the app launched, but not too many people were buying anything. There was a couple of Todd's bought. There were a couple of these things that were bought, and the token didn't move at all. The token didn't move until there was mass marketing for the token with like 4 different influencers talking about OMI all at the same time, and they didn't even know anything about OMI. They just kind of said like, "Yeah, I'm taking a look at OMI," and then like that's it. Now you have, and again, I don't know if they're going to do that same thing again, marketing for the token, but they are going to market for VeVe. But again, just because we get all these 3 things won't necessarily mean that the token moves, at least not right away. I probably heard ads for the Barbie movie. It was last year, 2024, maybe 23. I heard ads for the Barbie movie, like dozens of times. Now, how many times did I hear it before I went to see it? And I didn't even see it in theaters. I saw it eventually on like HBO Max or something. It probably took for me like a dozen or so times to hear that ad. Like, you know what? Fine, keep hearing this freaking ad. I'll go see it. Now some people might be like, well, that's just you. I'll never go see it. Cool. You're 1 in a million. A lot of times in sales, you're kind of taught that you need like 3 or 5 touches or half a dozen touches. Like people say no a lot of times before they say yes, and they'll say no 4 or 5 times. So maybe if in the affiliate marketing program we have all these awesome people talking about it, and maybe person 1 goes in and hey, it's a new person talking about it. He's doing some marketing, and somebody that has maybe heard of VeVe once or twice before, they say, oh, this person's doing, all right, that's interesting, you know, well, whatever. Maybe they see them on a podcast, or they see them on a YouTube video, whatever, or they just see a post on X, or they see it on TikTok, and like, all right, interesting. Now you could have one of those people be like, dude, like I'm tired of seeing these freaking ads. Why, you know, can I not see these ads? But I think most of the people that'll take a look at that eventually. Like, okay, everyone's freaking talking about it, might as well, because people have that herd mentality. I think that's what's likely going to happen. But again, that doesn't mean things move in March. I think the token will start to move in Q2. And again, I'm not surprised that they have not put out any exchanges. Give me a second here. I got to sneeze. Oh, God. Oh, bless me. Whew. All right, we're good. We're good. And because again, like we had like, was it like BitGet? It's like a top 20 exchange, and delisted us because there was no volume. So I think there needs to be, I mean, granted, and we have words from the Ecomi community manager. I'll get to that. Actually, let's get to it right now. There's a couple of words from the Ecomi community manager. We have just in, okay. APB Bulldogs. I think I've seen this guy around. I think this is a cool guy. It says, what's the latest with Ecomi? Any updates or roadmap, Foster Hill? We've been patiently waiting through a lot of soons. And then you have this person, based on this person's like post and repost and comment history, I am not going to go over their name and but for intents and purposes, this conversation will be from Mr. X. Mr. X goes and says, last I heard, Foster Hill is only working on this part-time now. Not sure if true, but if it doesn't bode, but if it is, it doesn't bode well for any of us still holding. I don't know why you would say, oh, last I heard, Foster's only working on this part-time, if you're not sure if it's true, but I digress. Foster goes in and he responds saying, don't mistake the time I get paid. I'm sorry, don't mistake the time I get paid for with the amount of work I put in, good sir. If I'm awake, I'm helping to build. That to me seems like a travesty. Anytime I talk to this man, sorry, I was in a meeting. Sorry, working. Sorry, doing that. And now, granted, I still think he has another job, because if he's only getting paid yeah, dude, put that man on salary, please, like full time, please, like just from like, and in the title of this, the thumbnail of this video says that VeVe is no longer hiring. I'll go in and Meta VeVe. Current, okay, it's events coordinator. This was not, the events coordinator was not up there before. So maybe I'll get rid of my angriness for them. But the title of this video, or the thumbnail, was saying that, hey, there's we're not hiring right now. Like, they filled all the jobs. And I guess they filled all of them for marketing and everything, lifecycle lead, all that. Events coordinator, guys, just hire VeVe Magic, please. Like, she's the best fit, I think, for the job. Anyway, I really want to reiterate what Foster Hill says, where it says, don't mistake the time I get paid for with the amount of work I put in. This man is doing the Lord's work. Anyway, Mr. X goes and responds, if you are not getting paid for the hours you put in, then arguably that is even more scary. Either you are being taken advantage of, or the work you are putting in is leading nowhere. Both can be true also. I wish you well as it benefits me, but hope is fading swiftly. I feel like this person was not thinking clearly, or was not thinking of like, okay, how many other scenarios can we come up with? It's like one of those trees that you use in math. Okay, it's not just one or the other. It's not just black or white, like that Pokemon song. It's not only black and white. Or he says, either you're being taken advantage of, or the work you're putting in is leading nowhere. Like, or maybe the work that he's putting in is just building, and you're just not seeing it yet. Like, geez, like, this is why I hate people. Anyway, Foster Hill says, it's neither, but I won't tell you how to feel. If I was concerned, I wouldn't be putting in the work. Crypto isn't a 9-to-5 job that you simply clock in and clock out for, and you don't build the future overnight. Hard work gets rewarded, and I believe in what we are building. Preach. This guy says, when can we expect some kind of positive news, something to get the blood pumping again? This year, next year? Can you comment to those super long timelines? Building when no audience left, as patience is running out for many, is many kinds of pointless. Parcel goes on and says, positive is relative. In my experience, that question is generally related to price, as we have made several strides in areas of utility and accessibility that people either ignore or overlook. OMI has more use cases than 99.9% of crypto, and is the biggest digital collectible platform in the world. You don't just stop building because the audience isn't actively focused on what you're doing. Otherwise, we would have packed up shop over the last 2 years when the bear market hit, like so many other projects have done. VeVe has users in 180 different countries and is consistently building and improving their platform. And the audience you're referring to is a fan of many of the 200 plus brands and IP, of IP that VeVe has partnered with. And when these users discover the platform and token, they won't have known about or concerned themselves with any of the countless hours of work put in to get there. Timelines are long because building takes time. But the fact remains that we have been and will continue to build. And in the crypto space where people pump hype and disappear overnight, knowing we will still be here working should tell you something. So of course, as Mr. X just hears what he wants to hear and says, so that's a no then. I know all that has been released or indeed done, doubtful, but I am on the app and Sacker daily. 180 countries equals active users, no. I guess he means no active users. 200 IP equals many have no activity. We all just want to stop losing and have something to look forward to. Your long reply offers none of this. Australia says, my long reply outlines how it never has nor never will it be my responsibility to make you money. There is tons to look forward to with marketing, affiliate, VeVeverse, new brands, new IP, OMI utility and accessibility with OMI to NFT and more. Proper expectation setting for what it is we are building and why it's here will ensure that there is no disappointment. To me, this is one of the most bullish interactions I've ever seen. Foster handled this beautifully. This is why I would never, this is why I would not be well suited for a job at VeVe or Ecomi. I would not be this kind. Foster is very kind. Anyway, do you know it was Ben Rose's birthday? Shout out to Ben Rose. Happy birthday to that sweet, sweet man that I have a crush on. Anyway, oh God, I have so much news to go over. Why do I have so much news? Well, I guess Sunday I had that. Yeah, I didn't stream for like 4 days because I had that thing. Sunday I streamed for like 3.5 hours. Then I had Mr. MC1 on the podcast on Monday. I had Believes over on the podcast on Tuesday, and then I had the OMI is my homie show yesterday. By the way, the OMI is my homie show is now moving to Tuesday, and on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be the new time moving forward. And I guess today's Thursday. Oh, also happy birthday, Mewtwo. Today in Pokemon lore, Mew gave birth on February 6th, and they named the newborn Mewtwo. I know, don't Pokemon have eggs? Wasn't Mewtwo created? In this one game, in Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow, Mew gave birth. That just, certain timeline we have over there, or probably just a mistranslation. Anyway, let's go to the rest of, I'm not even going to go over Sunday stuff. Should I? Nah, I'm not even going to go over that. Let's do top 500 hodlers here. Top 500 sellers. You have Zafari that sold 96 collectibles. Michael Campa sold 100, and Husk Show sold 115. We have Coops that bought 244 collectibles. Expert that bought 469. Honestly, the Expert bought more than all of the top sellers. Then Dr. Fuse bought 590, which is nuts. You need like 1685. That is 1,685 collectibles in order to go in and be in the top 500. I am not in the top 500 anymore. Probably should be. I'll make that trek at some point. Anyway, you have in the top 10. Shane is number 10. He has 14,698 collectibles. Bro, imagine having 10,000 collectibles and just barely being in the top 20. Anyway, there's not a lot of room for movement up there either, because like Shane is number 10 with 14.6, and DEVVE is number 9 with 16.8. This dude has to buy 2,200 collectibles to move up one spot. That is nuts. Anyway, this is why I am not upset that we are not on Binance. This is why I do not want to go on Binance. Binance should not be a thing. because we have Binance listing 2025. Zerbro, Swarms, ALCH, A116Z, Melania, Bio, Avi, Graphane, Pippin, Cookie, Solv, Trump, VeVe, Vine, AIXBT, Sonic, ARC, and Anime that are all down minimum 74.79%. All of these listings minimum are down 74.79% since being listed on Binance. This is what, and some of them are down 90+%, which is nuts. This is why meme coins are generally not good, and why Binance and their predatory practices are also not good, and shame on them. Anyway, so did y'all know that President Trump's crypto czar, David Sachs, to hold press conference? Oh, he held that press conference, wanted to discuss securing America as a leader in the digital asset ecosystem. So you did have Coinbase obtaining virtual asset protection registration in the United Kingdom. Unfolded says Bybit CEO reports 2.1 billion in 24-hour liquidations, with total market liquidations estimated to be around 8 to 10 billion. Commits to publishing full liquidation data for transparency. And Kraken secures European Union MIFID license. I'm not even sure what that is. Enabling launch of regulated derivatives offering. Oh, very good, very good. Greater than 50% of all monthly Solana decentralized exchanges transactions are related to Pump.Fund now, which is heckin' nuts. Trump-backed World Liberty Financial Court's crypto teams for token swaps. And let's see what we have here. I'll give you, this is nuts. Donald Trump saying we pay hundreds of billions of dollars to subsidize Canada. Why? There is no reason. We don't need anything they have. We have unlimited energy, should make our own cars, and have more lumber than we could ever use. Without this massive subsidy, Canada ceases to exist as a viable country. Harsh but true. Therefore, Canada should become our cherished 51st state. Much lower taxes and far better military protection for the people of Canada, and no tariffs. Not gonna lie, I kind of like that idea. Comment down below what y'all think. We're going. We have Charlie Noise going off and saying, I bet Elon got to DC, asked where all the money was going, and nobody could answer. So he asked how payments are made, and it turns out one department does them all. Obviously, he's like, great, there, I want to go there. What's crazy is no previous admin even thought to ask. Elon Musk says exactly the only way to stop fraud and waste of taxpayer money is to follow the payment flows and pause suspicious transactions for review, obviously. Naturally, this causes those who have been aiding, abetting, and receiving fraudulent payments to be very upset. Too bad. Let's take a look at some oh, we've been talking 27 minutes already. Okay, Gary O says, let's go. Get into some comments here, and then we'll get back to the news. The Facer says hard times. It do be hard times for some people. Appreciate that. Oh, Ben Rose, my man. I was just talking about you. All good things, all good things. I wished you a happy birthday. I said I had a little man crush on you. I don't even think I said man crush. I think I just said crush in general. You posted a blue balloon, you sneaky devil. This is obviously a red balloon. That blue balloon, I think, is likely referring to the Banksy drop that we. I almost said the. Is it Metacom? Let me see what this here says. The Brandalized Flying Balloons Girl. So that's what it was supposed to be. Oh yeah, I did wish you a happy birthday, right? So the Brandalized Balloons Girl, that's the blue balloon that you had posted the other day. Even though this is red, I don't know why you posted blue. Did you do that just to throw us off? I guess red balloon, everyone would have thought Pennywise. They would have thought it, which I'd be fine with that. But again, this one I'm super excited for, and I might actually go live for this because of the wonderful things he does. We should call Ben Rose the Wizard, because of all the wonderful things he does. Anyway, I'll go over this real quick. The Flying Balloons Girl, the Concrete Edition. I wonder how much that would weigh. It is 1,333 editions that may or may not sell out. I'm not sure. Maybe because of the Secret Rare. Now, be advised, these are $60 each. Secret Rare is Flying Balloons Girl Red Edition. So you got that color in there. Love that. And that is 222 of them, with 20 of them being withheld. So actually 202. That'll be a nice little chase. And then you have Flying Balloons Girl Black Edition. That's a craft. you need to have 250,000 editions in order to get one of, it says 333, but they're holding back 35, so it's actually 298. So 298 of those, again, that's even rarer than the $60. So this simple math here, if it's $60 for something that's one of 222, and then it's 250,000 points for something that's 298, so you have 96 because you have 202 there. So you have 96 of them, 96 more of them, $250,000 or 250,000 MCP points for something that this, and again, the one of, what is this one of 202 is, it's not just $60 because that's what they think it's going to be worth. They put that because they wanted to have $60 in there to pay for the 1300-ish. Let's say half of these get done. So let's say about, I don't know, what are we thinking, 700? And that's 42,000, and that's if half of them sell. If that's the case, I would say if it's one of 100 of the secret rare of the red balloon girl, that's probably going to be a couple $100. And then the black one, which is about to be, let's say, because it's 298, let's say it's almost 3x higher. Let's say it's 300 for the first one, be $100 for this, but 250,000 points for $100. I don't know if that's really worth it, because, and I say that because it's 1,000,000 points for 78 of the Flying Balloons Girl Bronze Statue Edition, and that is going to be several $100. That's going to be, I don't know, $700-800. So let's say let's round up. Let's say it's going to be 800. Well, 1,000,000 points is $800. So then 250,000 points should be $200. But I just don't think that's how it's going to be, because people are people, and they're going to say like, okay, there's too many of them, or I guarantee you they all get sold out. I would guess that would be $200. Maybe it won't. I don't know. This is why I'm just, hey, daCat, what's going on? Meow, meow, meow. Either way, I'm definitely going to go for the one of 78, because it says 88 over there. For these, because again, $800. Now the first one I think is like 1,400. That's the Flower Bomber, and the Flower Bomber is really cool. I'm talking about the market right now. I'm not talking about the market 6 months from now. There was a story about, I don't know if the guy was, I don't think he was homeless. This one guy, and if you lived in New York City, you see these guys all the time. People on the street corners, they're selling all this types of art. They're in Central Park. They don't even, like, some sell art, some sell shoes, some sell handbags, and most of these people that are selling Gucci handbags and Birkin bags, like 99, like pretty much all of them are fake. Like, that's where you go. You pay, like, nobody's gonna pay $200 for a Birkin bag is like thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. But anyway, some of these, I can get this Gucci knockoff, which looks exactly the same, Gucci knockoff for like 20 bucks, right? People buy it all the time. So there was this guy selling a bunch of Banksy art for, I think, like $60. I think it was $60 per painting. And people are just like, okay, well, obviously this is fake. The guy's saying it's real, but all these people in New York City and wherever, they're going to say, yeah, it's real Gucci, it's real, what? And none of this stuff is real. But because it still looked really cool, and even though it had a signature, which again, everyone's just like, okay, like, I don't know how you fake that signature, but it looks pretty good, but whatever. They're looking for stuff to decorate their house with. They buy, I think the guy sold like $420 worth of stuff in a day. One of the ladies bought two for $60 total. And then at the end of the video, he's like, all of these were actually real Banksies. And the one lady that he like signed his phone number to it, she called it was a real phone number. It actually led to him. And she wound up selling the two paintings that she paid $60 for like 10,000 each or something. And the reason I bring up this story is to tell you guys how much Banksies are really worth in the real world. And the 1,400 that is for the last one of 78 is, I think, immeasurably, hilariously undervalued because of the real world prices that you see. So even though this girl, like, this is the second Brandalize, is the second one that we have here. Yeah, it's in the market now. This might go for maybe half that. Half that would be $700-800, give or take. But in a bull market, when we have like people that know what the heck they're doing coming in here, add a zero to that, maybe a 7-8K. So I'm gonna do it for that, because I know the value of this, and maybe I'm surprised. Maybe somebody, maybe they start at 1,500 and then they go down a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But either way, that's a hella big drop, and I cannot wait for it. Now, where was I? The Baker saying good day. What up, the Baker? Oh yeah, I haven't really gotten to my daCat news, have I? Caleb Orland says, how many years do you think it'll take for OMI token to bounce back? Half a year. That with value on a long hold myself, and I've been away from OMI for a long time. Oh, like Caleb, you shouldn't have to hold on too much longer. I say that because we have a really large one. We have a really awesome community and a lot of specialties in there. But like, assuming that you know what the community is like, but let's say you don't, it's made up of a bunch of awesome, crazy characters, and they're fun, and a lot of them are like family to me now, and they're it's just good vibes all around. You have the fudders, but so does everyone. If you exclude the feel-good camaraderie of the community and you hyper focus on a few select people, let's say the top 100 on VeVe, there's a lot of people throwing a lot of money around, buying these collectibles, which are, again, this is what I love. I think everyone in their heart of hearts, or at least if they take 40 minutes to understand what OMI is and what VeVe is, like, they'll, okay, yeah. Everyone will likely agree that OMI will outperform damn near everything that's on the app. But it doesn't matter. People still put in, I don't know, what did the one of one went for recently on the charity drop? Went for like $9,000. The one of ones, whenever they do them, they always sell for multiple thousands of dollars. And I know why David does that. He has it on the VeVe website, not on the app. Look what my site does. Like, I know exactly why he does that. The people that are doing this, they're not stupid people. Like, can an idiot win the lottery and have money? Sure. Every single one of these whales I've talked, I'm not BSing anyone here. Every single one of these whales that I've talked to is very smart, and and some is like in their own way. They're smart at one thing. Again, judge a fish by their ability to climb a tree, you'll believe they're stupid. Like, they're all very smart. You can tell that just in the conversations. Okay, they at least have a very good head on their shoulders, and maybe they're not smart in like quantum or theoretical physics or veterinary science, but they're, to get to where a lot of these whales are, most of these whales are, to be in that top 100. Now, granted, you'd be in the top 100 just by buying dollar comics and cost you a couple grand. No big deal. Maybe like $4 grand. But everyone that I've talked to, super intelligent, super successful in their own ways, and some of these whales they're like real life Reed Richards and Tony Starks, and they all have OMI too. And when I say Reed Richards and Tony Starks, like, the difference in intelligence in them is like fractional. Reed Richards, I think, is smarter a little bit, but that doesn't matter. There are, and when I swear, put my hand on Dashy, whatever you want, my hand on this little guy. They are some of them are so intelligent, it's scary. I mean, like, you need a Oxford English dictionary, or I think Norton makes a good science one, in order to like have a conversation with them. And it's and they're very big wallets on VeVe, and they're very big wallets in general. And this is what they do with some of their extra funds. It's like, okay, I like it for these reasons. You like it for those some of the same reasons, and also reasons I don't really understand. But um, if you say like, well, Chavez, you might have been successful in X amount of these things, but you're not college educated. You have no formal education. Um, most of these top 100 people do, and again, there's a couple of them that are probably some of the smartest people, like top 2,000 in like in the world, but that's a fudge. I would say top. I mean, I don't really speak to like great scientists or anything usually, but I'd even say top 1,000. Like it's scary, and they're fans of you, and they're fans of OMI. So okay, if you don't take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. Mr. MC1 comes on all the time. Like I don't think this guy. So there's we'll go with podcasts here. For next week, we have Tammy Hanna coming on tomorrow for some fun. Next week, I have Amit Gera, who is one of the leading scientists at Google's DeepMind. I'll be on Carl Choi's podcast on that Tuesday. Then we'll have the OMI is my homie show. Wednesday, I'll just do a normal show. Thursday, you have Cobra Kai coming out, but President Biden's campaign manager will be on the show. I feel like I'm kind of beating a dead horse here. Don't pay attention to what I do or say. Take a look at other super successful people and what they're doing. And a lot of us are doing the same thing. Anyway, daCat Studio says, daCat in the house. Okay, let me get to the daCat stuff. So I had posted before, hey, meme coin world, meme coin community. I'm currently writing a comic that will be on VeVe Comics. It's about a bunch of animals that have their own planets, and the native species are fighting. Some of the species are from cats, from the cat token, doggos like Pro the Doge, from the Doge world, birds from Crappy Base. I didn't add them in here, but Sharbies as well, and others. So I said, tag your communities, tag which other communities you'd like to see in the comic, and I'll see if I can strike a deal with them. So this is one of the most fun things that I've been a part of, and a lot of the people that I'm talking with that want to be part of it is incredible. And I don't just mean like I'm doing these meme communities because I want to try to grow daCat. I just want to try to grow the hobby, grow the token, grow the base. And you could have there's somebody that will put money into this that is a very big name. There's a couple of people that are putting into that are very big names, but they're not going to sit and they're not going to buy, like 20 daCat comics or 1,000 daCat comics. But the idea would be like, hey, how about we work out a deal, some funds, some pages, some characters, whatever. We'll put you in there, and then when this does pretty well, and I think it will, let's say it does 3,000, right? And we do it. I think that people who are into Crappy Bird, people who are into Doge, people who are into Sharbies, people and other communities I haven't struck a deal with yet either. I think that these people or these communities will go to their communities like, hey, we're in this comic, go out and buy it. And I think that's going to be a pretty brilliant marketing. Like, yeah, VeVe has, like Marvel on them, and they have DC. Is Disney going to market for Marvel? No, probably not. But are people from Crappy Bird going to go on and market for the Sharbies? Yes. Why? because Crappy Bird is going to go on and they're in it, so they're gonna buy it, and that's going to help the Sharbies, and it's going to help everyone with awareness. So I'm very excited for it. Comment down below what communities you guys want to see in it. We are taking some meetings. Is DEVVE an American company? Heck yeah, it is. DEVVE is going to be. What other stuff do I have from DEVVE? So we have Tom Anderson, the founder, saying we're building our own exchange and we want flexibility on where we are providing liquidity. This is an 8-year project at this point as well. No one would build this way unless it was for the long term. Oh, hey, look at that. Bobby Carpenter came over the other day. Love that man. He's a cool dude. President Trump signs executive order to create a sovereign wealth fund. That's amazing. Love that. Also, brief history of Bitcoin from CZ Binance, going out and saying, in 2014, Bitcoin crashed to $200. 2018, it crashed to 3,000. 2022, it crashed to 20,000. 2026, where it will crash. We have no idea. But 2025 is going to be amazing. He goes on and says, crypto is high risk and highly volatile. Learn to manage your risks. Oh, that's interesting. I got to screenshot that. Okay, sorry. I love it when VeVe posts stuff, especially from Fiches. Good times. Let's all wish Al. Oh, I guess Almo had a happy birthday the other day. Shout out to Almo and VeVe. I love how VeVe had posted that just because we have him. We have him on there. VeVe Zombie says, "Yo, Bill Gardner, meow meow." Phil Borland says, "Been only for VeVe about 3 years. What's the feelings these days?" Depends who you talk to. You have people that are just down bad and they don't understand cycles and they don't understand hodling and they FUD. But then you have people that are just like, bro, I love these prices. And again, I hope these prices stay down here, get even cheaper in late March, because I think that's when DEVVE has a nice big run up, and I could go on. I could get like another 100 million OMI. That'd be great. I'm up to 227 right now. I'd love to get to 3. I'd love to get to 1 billion. The only way I think that happens is if DEVVE goes to like $80. Oh, I mean, then I have a budget. Then I'll. How much would that be? Hold on. Let's say I sell more than half of it by the time it gets to that. Oh heck! Even if I only had 5,000 DEVVE left at $80 is 400K. I would have definitely gotten 1 billion OMI by that time. But that's if OMI is at this price. But again, if OMI doesn't run, and it's possible it doesn't run till like October. But if I go and DEVVE goes insane, and then let's say, Definity goes insane, fudge. 1 billion would be nice, and this, I guess it's actually possible for me to get that. I'm not even a quarter of the way there yet. I'm only at 227, but if these things happen, you'd be damn like. I mean, yes, it's nice to have flow. It's nice to have Illuvium. It's nice to have Senate. It's nice to have all these things. And again, I'm going to be stacking a bit more daCat as well. But OMI and Definity are probably the main things that I'm going to stack. And because especially Definity is so freaking undervalued. I'll go in and I'll does anyone want me to like tattoo something on me or like have me like I'll raise money however I can. Like I don't know how much to like shave my head. How many tens of millions of OMI to shave my head? Because I can't just do it for. I don't know. What could we do here? Could we do like 23 million OMI? How much is that? That's not a lot. 23 million times 0.0003. That's, oh God, it's like $6,900. I'm gonna comment nice down below, 69, and it's actually like 2.9. But I guess I already said it. Man, that's not a lot at all. I mean, I'll take it though. If we do something like that, but then yeah, I'll do tattoos. Like how much? I don't know, how much should I charge for like a tattoo on my body? A couple grand, right? Probably. Let me know. Anyway, let's move on here. I'm super excited for OMI. DeBaker saying, "Hey Caleb, where you been? VeVe and OMI still working, creating things. Nothing has changed." Nora says, DeBaker decided to go back to school, dental school in the USA. Feel like I fell off the earth with this project. Well, good for you, mate. Good for you. I'm gonna need you at some point because teeth a little wonky there. Just a lot of fights. G-Flow says, do you really think OMI can get to 5 to 7 cents? My base case is 3 to 5 cents, but my bull case is 8 to 10. Bull case being 8 to 10 is, yeah, I think that's relatively, I think that's within the realm of possibility. But again, three to 5 is my base case, so I'm pretty confident it gets at least to that bottom end over there of 5 cents. It says, wise decision, I believe. I think it's a very long-term project, greatness in mind. Considering it's been 4 years and still working, it's a good thing. I think that if somebody has, let's say, like 100 million OMI, well, at $1, it's 100. Now it's not going to be $1, but if you have 100 million OMI at 10 cents, it's $10 million. At 1 cent, it's $1 million. But again, 100 million OMI is not that hard to get. It's $30,000. People can do it. Ben the year says, fine, I'll download it after all of your commercials. Well, I mean, I didn't download it, but I did watch it eventually. I would have seen it in the movie theater too. I think I didn't for whatever reason. Born says, yep, I considered it a 10-year hold at the time, about 3 to 4 years ago. Happy it still works and is around. Got to see how many million OMI I have. Don't even remember. Well, it would be, now's a pretty good time to cop dollar cost average. Again, nothing is financial advice, but that's just my belief. Sell price for Definity, it depends. I mean, at $1, I'll sell some. That's like a 30x from here. That is nuts. Yeah, I think at $1, I'll sell some. I'm not. I mean, it depends how much I get. Like if DEVVE goes nuts while Definity and OMI are down, and I chuck another, I don't know. So at 3 cents, how much can I get for? Yeah, it's not really a lot. I can get a million for $30 for 30,000. We'll see. But I mean, that's going to really impede on me trying to get to a billion OMI. But we'll see. What's up, Mo Collections? Caleb Orlando, sing it. Oh yeah, I had well, I sang like at the beginning of this, right? All right. Anyway, let's go through some of the rest of the news here, shall we? President Trump says Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency is finding tremendous amounts of waste and fraud abuse. Dude, that is an understatement. Because I always had the U.S. national debt clock in general in the background, but 65 billion OMI, or I'm sorry, $65 billion has been saved by Doge so far. It's like a few weeks old. Dude, that is nuts. $65 billion has been saved so far. They should have done this a long time ago. All right, let's move on. Thank you. Was not able to take part. Oh, okay. Yep, burn announcements. We all did that. So for those of you that haven't heard, exciting news, VeVe will also be burning backlist Disney and Star Wars titles as well for their comics starting March 1st in 2025. All remaining supply of Marvel, Disney, and Star Wars backlist digital comics sold through the VeVe collectibles store will be burned. Also starting from 1 March, all Marvel, Disney, and Star Wars backlist digital comic drops will only be available for purchase for 30 days after they are released. So don't miss your chance to collect your favorites before they disappear. Really, really like this. All right, so Keith asks, all tier 1 exchanges such as Binance, etc., charge a listing fee for projects to list their token. I assume the DEVVE exchange will also charge a fee to anyone wanting to list their token on our exchange. Out of interest, when they do pay, who gets the money? Does it go to DEVVE Digital, or will it benefit the DEVVE or Fias token holders via staking, etc.? Thank you in advance. They go on and respond, say, fees would go to DEVVE exchange, but that doesn't mean it won't benefit the whole ecosystem. But until the details are revealed, not much further information can be shared, and still the huge use case for both DEVVE and Fias is thanks to the DEVVE exchange, because each listing have pairs with DEVVE and Fias if it's part of the metaverse gaming category. What is OMI going to be part of? The metaverse category. So I haven't even mentioned it to him, but I'll go and mention it to Tom. Actually, I should mention this to I would actually mention this to Ben as well and see. We can get on there. I'll talk to Tom and see when they're looking to go on and roll that out. Actually, let me talk to. Oh God, where is he? Yeah. When are you planning to roll out the exchange? I have 2 tokens that will want to list with y'all. Can you send me requirements? Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Moving on here. Oh wow. Sequel series of Buffy the Vampire Slayer is officially in the works at Hulu. Let's go. Sarah Michelle Gellar set to return. I love this game. I'll have a pair of liquidity. Yep. This video, funny, alerted, every single trade. Okay. Every single trade on DEVVE Exchange goes through DEVVE, except Metaverse assets. This is massive. For any institution to access the impact assets on DEVVEX, they must stake and lock up the DEVVE token. Every shard deployed is paid for in DEVVE. The staking, of course, if and when gas is implemented, if it is, that will likely be in DEVVE. DEVVE is the token of the network. It is incorporated at every step. When you see this in action, it will compute more. You can't think of this in terms of traditional Web3. God damn, that is such a I was a part-time employee. That is the position for now. Eric Ma says, sometimes management doesn't understand technical stuff, and they blame you for their bad ideas or the business crap idea. Understand technical stuff, and they blame you. No, yeah, seen that before. I was a part-time employee since he started. Yeah, I wish they'd pay him full-time because that man works a lot. We love that man, and we want him to. Oh, wow, that is a lot of likes to Baker. Thank you, Baker. You go, Glenn Coco. Arturs has stated in one of his first couple videos after he was announced as community manager. Great. Yeah, how many OMI tokens for top? Like 1,000? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. 50 million, maybe. I have no idea how much you. Oh, let's see here. We can probably figure this out. Probably not 50 million, because if you do times 1,000, that would be 50 billion. Only have 300 billion. I have no idea. I don't know where we would even figure that out. But it's 1,000, probably not too much. Because I mean, the top 3 wallets have like 30 billion each. Ben Rose, my man. Oh, love that man. What we got here? Hunter says, Ben, happy birthday. How about a red balloon and a red circle? Oh, you guys can't do that. You can't say that. Oh, I love that. So somebody asked to Tom Anderson saying, oh, but you could, is there a reason for that? Big partnerships, understood, but we could at least get some kind of those stuffs. We are starving since August 2024. Tom says, we put out very significant news 2 weeks in a row. I'm not putting out news on DEVVE mechanics because it's not ready to announce yet. I expect to submit more patents before we do. Oh, the multiple patents that they have. You gotta love them. Oh, guys, be advised. So there's a guy named Don Lucre, who's the breaker of narratives. In that breaking news, crypto wallets are reportedly being wiped out after using their Phantom or Trust Wallet browser to view porn. There is a reported exploit that is being used to target porn viewers. Avoid your wallet being emptied in seconds by avoiding porn sites on your wallet browser. That is bananas. I don't want to say that these people deserve it, but if you just why? Like that makes zero sense at all. Like this one thing, like watching porn is pretty bad for you. And then 2, why do it on your wallet browser? That okay, whatever. Cool Mo just bought 3 rare MC1s the other day. That was nuts. Oh yeah, what are these 2 cooking? What are Rashid Al Farooq and Al Kahn? What are they cooking there? What's going on? I don't know. Good stuff coming for me and others. It's gonna be a great time. Ultimate X. Oh my god, I can't believe Bill Gardner's got 11% of the supply of Ultimate X-Men #1s. That is redonkulous. Mr. MC1, how's it going, fam? Hope you're doing well. Tesla Cybertruck is now eligible for a $7,500 federal tax credit. That is good news for moi. Cybertruck just got more affordable as it now qualifies for the $7,500 federal tax credit. This applies to the dual motor variant. That's the one I pre-ordered. Now it's $82,235, and the upcoming single motor model, making Tesla's futuristic truck an even better deal. Gotta love that. Also, shout out to Stephen Duarte, who is now level 98. Now, he's not level 69 like I am. Every comment nice down below with 69. But level 98 is pretty sweet also. Looks like what's coming to... Yeah, so on Fortnite games, they are about to get Green Lightsaber, Kylo Ren's lightsaber, I guess Skywalker lightsaber, and Mace Windu's lightsaber. Don't we have a couple of those? Love Ron Paul. Oh, my friend. Oh, my other friend. Oh, sorry. Just saying hello to my friends. Yeah, Stacker data shows you a lot. VeVe Market is doing much better than it was 6 months ago. In my opinion. We have Sean No from the VeVe Facebook saying, another idea for the burning collectibles program would be ranks or burn levels. More collectibles you burn, the higher your rank or level. Maybe add a leaderboard to the homepage of the VeVe app showing the top burners. This could be a major flex for the whales, showing off how much they burn. Add in the top whales competing to be the #1 pyromaniac. Oh, so much would get burned and market go boom. Agreed, sir. Agreed. And it would also be great. It would cost a little OMI to do so. I think that would be pretty awesome as well. Emoji says, shout out to the biggest bro and the one who laughs as our winners of the Oasis giveaway sponsored by VeVe Official. Feel free to share what you got once it drops. Hope it's something nice. Tune in every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. VeVe Magic at OMI Homie Janie and at OMI Homies Max. Yeah, that's fantastic. VeVe, keep on doing what you're doing. Build that community. All right, so after Tom Anderson said we put out significant news 2 weeks in a row. Sky J says, well, Tom, no disrespect, but granting a daughter sister company the full license about DEVVE Exchange and announcing a very experienced board member is not significant, in my opinion. I compare this to promising project to listed enterprise. Don't get me wrong, been around long, and the team and the internal stuff are really exciting. But what I personally am missing is tangible, outward-facing news. These would be significant in my eyes after all the quality and promising videos from Austin. I feel like people are again getting very upset of just like when Moon, when Lambo, when Stonks. So Tom responds, says, I disagree. The first announcement describes an exclusive license to contingent transaction sets. I think that will be seen in history as one of the greatest financial inventions on par with credit cards, ETFs, etc. The second announcement is about a top-level executive coming in and driving our capital strategy. This is someone who has raised $700 million over the past few years and grew another exchange company to a multi-billion-dollar valuation. That is a really big deal, and I don't think people are nearly as excited about this as they should be. I'm excited about it, though, and I'm confident of the results that will come from it, and people later can get excited about the results. Will being involved to the extent he is will raise eyebrows that are important ones. Agreed, 100,000%. Who is this? Oh, God. A lot of interest from the other meme. Oh, yes, it is a good day. Oh, yeah, Shabuse. All right, hang on one second. I'm going to copy this message, and I'm going to send this message. I'm live right now, so maybe I can't talk right now, but I will talk to them later. In a good time, ain't no crime. Sorry. Get him the account. Oh, yeah, dude. So there was somebody, I won't say the name, but they posted over on X saying like, you know, I'm gonna have to be really brave posting this because by posting this, VeVe might ban my account. And it's like, bro, I stopped reading after that because the second you post about something saying like, oh yeah, VeVe's gonna ban my account, gonna ban my wife's account, anyone that delusional does not deserve the time of day. VeVe would never do that. That's ridiculous. Anyway, continuing back on to, Senator Bill Hagerty will introduce legislation. He introduced legislation Tuesday to create a framework for stablecoins. FTX Bahamas repayments to start from February 18th for FTX claims, less than 50,000. Bitcoin hash rate continues to rise and hits an all-time high. It's interesting. Anyway, Tom Anderson from DEVVE says, I think people have generally been excited, but focused on other expectations for news, and maybe are missing something equally significant. I think despite people understanding it is positive, my general feel is that people haven't fully understood the importance. High-end executives drive the traditional business world more than most people realize. Oh, preach. So appreciate your thoughts. We're not quantum proof right now. No one is. However, we are a step ahead of most as we design the system to be able to swap our signature method for something else when and if the time comes. In general, if quantum computing breaks ECDSA signatures or other cryptographic approaches, the world will feel that pain. I know folks on our team have looked at quantum-proof signature methods, but right now we don't feel that it's necessary to move to a fully quantum-proof approach. It's not easy. It's not the case that balances would be set to 0 if we switch our signing method, but you are correct that we would have to have a process moving over to a new strategy with account abstraction. That part is manageable in a system like ours. So again, they are one step ahead. Also, Trump's crypto czar, David Sachs, has said that NFTs and meme coins are collectibles, not securities. Absolutely massive news. Gotta love that. Mr. MC1, we love you. What up, Bill Gardner? How's it going, fam? Love you too. Man. So MC1 says, happy birthday, Ben. The other one says, happy B-Day. There is a email out there, research@vv.me, saying, hey guys, hey VeVe fam, we recently launched the new Evolvables drop featuring the Punisher, Sabretooth, Galactus, etc. We love your feedback about Evolvables, and people are asking, hey, is it real? And our own Claire Russell Griffin has said, yes, it is. Now that people... Stephen Duarte says, now that the collectible own markers are back, let's take it up a notch. When you select an item in the market, please add how many the user already owns, like this, for example. Talking about the stamp, he owns a couple. He wants you to be able to see that when you're in your collection. A sequel to Jimmy Neutron is in the works. Oh, that'd be amazing. I would love that. Guys, we did have a new app update as well. VeVe Post, hi VeVe fam. Our ongoing updates to our mobile app continue. Our latest update, version 2.11, is now available. Notifications now work accurately. All components of a card now display accurately, and other small enhancements and bug fixes. Please stay tuned for the latest app updates and announcements. Gotta love that. Man, I'm still only on Tuesday. A good time ain't no crime. Sorry. Approximately 20,000 federal workers have opted to accept Trump's buyout offer. Love it. FBI just revealed 5,000 out of their 13,000 agents were focused on January 6th protesters. That is an insane misallocation of resources, but that's just me. Shout out to Perry Ann Boring of the Digital Chamber of Commerce. They go and they say, Rep. French Hill announces working group to make progress for clarity in regulatory uncertainty, bipartisan and bicameral efforts for legislation create a pathway forward for U.S. digital asset innovation. Shout out to her for agreeing to come on the podcast. Cannot wait for that. Somebody said that Doge isn't in the Constitution. Well, neither are the ATF or the IRS. Elon Musk says if they want to cancel Doge in exchange for deleting everything in the federal government that isn't explicit law passed by Congress, he would gladly take the deal, but they would never do it, not in a million years. Just in the SEC launches new crypto task force website to provide clarity for crypto laws. Let's go. This is so freaking bullish for crypto. And yet, the crypto market is kind of been down. I guess it's up the last hour or so. It was down to like 95. It's up to 97.5 right now. I haven't taken a look at any of these things in a while. DEVVE back at 114. Take a look at OMI and see where they're at. It's about 1.3 cents to 0.0028. Still not anything that I would go in and be excited about just yet. I'll be back. Oh God, there's a lot of messages I'm not going to get to right now. Anyway, President Trump's crypto czar David Sachs says they are evaluating a Bitcoin reserve. Cannot wait for that. Chuck Schumer says an elected shadow government is conducting a hostile takeover of the federal government. Doge is not a real government agency. Doge has no authority to make spending decisions, and Doge has no authority to shut programs down or ignore federal law. Doge's conduct cannot be allowed to stand. Congress must take action to restore the rule of law. I feel like people, when you go in and you find corruption and somebody tells you to stop, the person that's telling you to stop is probably the one that's guilty. Dare I say? Dev Geiger Capital saying, someone's been robbing the bank and stealing our money, and you're outraged about who found it on the security footage? Make it make sense. David Sachs, as the White House top crypto advisor, says meme coins and NFTs aren't stocks or commodities. They're collectibles like baseball cards or stamps. Basically, digital Beanie Babies. It's like a baseball card or a stamp. People buy it because they want to commemorate something. His comment drops right into the never-ending fight over crypto regulations. If classified as securities, they'd face strict rules like stocks. If considered commodities, they'd be regulated like gold or oil. But calling them collectibles could mean fewer trading rules. However, you will get a bigger tax bill on it. Sachs hopes Trump's policies will bring crypto businesses back to the U.S. Preach. What the industry wants more than anything is regulatory clarity. Love the post from that. Fortnite says, don't even think about picking up that banana. ESPN Islands are in Fortnite. Check out. All right, so follow me here. Disney owns 10% of Epic Games now. Epic Games has a deal with Cavernous. Disney owns ESPN. They're built like Disney has a bunch of stuff going in Fortnite. There's a nice marriage there. But Cavernous seems to be building a lot of these things. And I'm very curious. They're building the VeVeverse and they're building Disney stuff. Are those two going to be interoperable? I would say yes. I would say at some point you have some cross metaverse cooperation there, in my opinion. Just my opinion. Yeah, so the new SEC commissioner basically said, F around and find out. If you want to buy meme coins, actually insane. Funny, this probably has the opposite effect. If rugs are effectively legal, then it commodities the behavior and there's no regulatory value for token creators. What he means by this, spinning up coins and tokens is easy. If people want to buy a token or a product that lacks a clear long-term value proposition, they should feel free to do so, but should not be surprised if someday the price drops. In this country, people generally have a right to make decisions for themselves, but the counterpart to that wonderful American liberty is the equally wonderful American expectation that people must decide for themselves, not look to mama government to tell them what to do or what not to do, nor to bail them out when they do something that turns out badly. For reach, girl, for reach. Everyone's saying happy birthday to Ben. Gardeners a zombie, what up? Happy B-Day. I'll be going for the 1 million MCP point drops, using up some of that 2.5 million MCP points. Get that bread, West. Thank you for being a member. Sleeping Comics says, hey, Randy. Oh, finally, almost caught up in comments. Alex M says, happy birthday, sir. All the best. Hope you had a great day and some quality time spent with your family. Oh, you're talking to Ben, aren't you? Yeah, not the 51st. Not yet. And daCat. We gotta love daCat. We gotta love them. Again, I can't wait to go and get more. I'll be very happy when I can. Ugh. And who is this man? Oh, that was Clemente talking about that. 764,000 followers over on X. The environment is changing with the new administration. You have a guy named Pete Pot saying, is the partnership announcement and release of the DEVVE exchange this year still going as planned? Or is there a standoff to see how the U.S. administration set regulations? Tom says, U.S. regulations isn't driving for the exchange. Specific exchanges will be launched in various jurisdictions and follow the rules of those jurisdictions. I have never been more bullish. K Collections had posted a giveaway saying that, hey guys, for February 14th, Valentine's Day, show us a picture of two collectibles that are like in love or something like that. So I had posted a picture of Captain Carter over there, and you got Moon Knight. They're holding hands in my showroom. They're on a date. A shout out to K Collections for going off and doing these. That's really awesome. People should follow her. Watcher Guru says, just in, SEC reduces crypto enforcement efforts, reassigning over 50 lawyers working on cryptocurrency cases. Guys, crypto is winning. Oh, it's winning so good. Senator Ted Cruz calls to abolish the IRS. My man, my bae. I don't care that he looks like Psyduck. I care that he wants to abolish the IRS. Let's get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it all. Bill Gardner, give me those dabs. What up, Bill Gardner? Oh, Fantastic Four trailer that came out yesterday or 2 days ago, and it's amazing. Wow, that was on Tuesday. Yep. Love David. Love this stuff. Joe Francisco says top 2% Electra at floor price, because why not? The dude be buying Electras, $3.35. Joe Francisco be getting that bread. I had deer at my house the other night. There was more deer in the outside of the photo, but those are the only two I can get in frame. They were very cute. I love them. Sorry, dude. Guys, Definity is so undervalued. Stupid undervalued, in my opinion. And caught tape and all of that. Yeah, Aliens vs. Avengers. I'm not gonna be able to read that until the 19th. I'm pissed. Super pissed. I think VeVe should be able to, and VeVe Comics should be able to go in and say, like, hey, you can pre-order stuff. I would pre-order the heck out of that. Pre-order a bunch of it. Sleeping, been a while since you've done a comic show. Yeah, we love sleeping. We need to get more sleeping in our lives. 3 days. I forget when this was. It's I think this was 2017. Maybe 2018. Maybe 2017. I worked in a pizzeria like 20 years ago, many moons ago. And this was just X amount of years ago for the Super Bowl. I just I was delivery guy for them just for, it was February 2017. Yeah. Good times. This guy named Todd Carney says, when I was in college, got expelled. In 1986 and 87, me and my clique of friends would watch Days of Our Lives, Thundercats, and Silverhawks every weekday. Took a chance on this comic and landed the secret rare. People be getting that bread. People are nostalgic for these brands. They spend money. Sleeping. Regardless, I got my 1 of 100 addictions on 9.8 from Vincent today. I saw that. That was amazing. Harris Ryan says, Dr. Profit and Stacker World. Bro, are y'all still building Stacker? I don't see any improvements or new functions lately. They just haven't been rolled out. Stacker says, of course we are building. Planning on rolling out and releasing more IP in a few weeks. Stay tuned. I will go over that like every day, because what new IPs are they looking to do? Very excited. Jason Pena, thank you so much for being a member. Says, what up, Randy? Happy birthday, Ben. You are birthday twins at Mewtwo. Yeah, he is. He is birthday twins at Mewtwo. It's amazing. SEC transfers top crypto litigator Jorge Tenrero to IT department. Awesome. Amazing. 870 billion asset manager Standard Chartered Bank says Bitcoin could reach $500,000 before President Trump leaves office. I love this game. I really do. Mr. I'm so high sleeping. Great to see you here. We love him. We love our Bay. Oh God, that's hysterical. Feasibility of Bitcoin reserve being studied. CryptoCzar David Sachs says SEC's crypto task force to focus on securities classifications among other priorities. The SEC has moved to scale back crypto enforcement efforts, and BlackRock said to list Bitcoin exchange traded product in Europe. Thought that was interesting. Oh, no, God, can't go over that. Okay, can't go over that either. FDIC plans to revise crypto guidelines and allow banks to engage in crypto activities. This is so freaking bullish. My desk. That's great. Thank you. Okay, I'll take that from the transfer. Support your local this. There's all memes. I can't go over these memes. President summoned Trump to sign executive order to identify, punish, and I don't know if that's a real one. It might be. You can't have it all the ways, can you? I guess you can. Sean Berg, shout out to him, bought 200 of WC3NTE's comics. Shout out to Sean Berg. He'll be in the top 500 next week, or at least he'll have a thing in the top 500. I hope. 500. I want to give something to Jeremy Padower. His house burned down and he's not having a good time, so I'd like to give something to him. Comment down below if you have any ideas of what we should get him. Dara says, problem is there's a lot of people that have DEVVE also have OMI and would sell DEVVE to buy OMI, driving up that price. Not really a problem. It is it's a good problem to have, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of people, and I guarantee you there are those people that are just like, oh, DEVVE 3X, let me go in and get on. Like, I guarantee you people that buy right now at $1.15 would sell at $3.45 so they could buy OMI, and which again, fair point, but they're gonna miss out on a bunch of gains from DEVVE. But yeah, maybe that's what happens. Maybe that's it. Oh, friends. Oh God. Yeah, I have a lot of these things. Blackpink's new album is expected to be released in 2025, along with a world tour. David, you had posted about that. A lot of people have posted about that. Very excited about it. Maybe we get something. Also, guys, do you remember Pi? I posted, don't risk losing your Pi if you missed the February 28, 2025 deadline. Only Pi mined in the last 6 months. Before migration stays, older balances will be gone. Multiple extensions have been given, so act now and secure your full Pi. I did all the steps, but out of the 51,000 Pi that I have, 50,000 is unverified because people in my thing don't KYC. So heck them. There's going to be a ton of Pi that's going to be burned. New York Times loses millions in government funding after payments exposed. Data revealed the Times received over $46 million in federal money since 2021. Jesus. With HHS and NSF leading the charge at 26.9 and 19.1 million respectively. New York Times is pretty much government-funded media. Hours later, Doge announced that Treasury had terminated all New York Times contracts from 4.1 million last August to 0 today. It looks like someone's expense reports just got interesting. Also, the Marvel logo went up to $135 yesterday. Who be buying that right now? Who be buying that? Call Me Filthy saying, yo, what up, Call Me Filthy? How's it going, fam? What's up, JKRB? I'm going for about hour 22. Probably end it here. What else would I have to do? I have a little. Oh, I do have some stuff to go over. Oh, I went over the Foster Hill stuff, right? Yeah. I'll go over a little bit more. Let me just show you that David had posted the Blackpink video. So I think we get a little something from him. DEVVE is opening up the Key Opinion Leader program for high quality content creators that want to support us and be part of the incredible journey that lies ahead. Innovative DEVVE Exchange launched in 2025. Sovereign state partnerships incoming. Global tech company partnership. Sign up now. Limited spots available. Form closing end of month. Offer exclusively for early supporters and won't be repeated. I would say that because of this, we probably have a month left before DEVVE makes that announcement. Because the sign up closes the end of the month. So I would say in March, we get that big announcement. Yeah, okay. I guess that would include, so this is from Telegram. Meet the fastest blockchain on the planet. Infinite TPS, built for enterprise, governments, value exchange, and RWAs. Next gen, fully non-custodial exchange, crypto, equities, commodities, impact assets, and real-world assets. Never before seen features, we've removed all counterparty risk and security concerns in traditional finance and decentralized exchanges. Here's why you can't miss it. Major fintech partnerships secured. This is happening fast and globally. Super tier exchange accounts for top opinion leaders. Highest referral percentage in the industry. Exclusive OTC deals. Personal listing managers for projects we support. First mover advantage is key. Maybe I should freaking apply for this. I don't know. Trump Media to launch Bitcoin Plus ETF. That's awesome. Trump Media, good for you, mate. Good for you. After bonding, all printer omni-chain memes launched on Flow blockchain will have their liquidity deployed on Trade01. Trado is the ultimate consumer DEX, seamlessly bringing retail into the meme coin revolution like never before. And that partnership is between Printer and Flow. So shout out to them for that. That's going to be about it for me today. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you all. I punch everybody. I love you. Oh, here, legends. Freaking go, daCat. Oh, hey. So yeah, daCat. I don't have a ton now. I do want to get more. Like again, the amount of interest of people that have been saying like, "Hey, how can we be part of this comic?" is really interesting. Be advised, guys. The first comic is just one of many. I have plans for 10, and then if it's super popular and it keeps going, I'll keep it up. I promise I will do everything in my power to make it the best comic that I can. So Carlos Reese, go get that bread. Now, what should be my outro song? It all went south and I ain't proud, but a good time ain't no crime. I plead the 5th of Jack again when I go out tonight. It all went south.